Russian President Vladimir Putin and his ally, the president of Belarus, are being blamed for stoking new tensions in Eastern Europe. Today, Poland used water cannons to push back migrants along the border with Belarus, which is accused of encouraging thousands of Middle Eastern refugees to cross the frontier. Belarus is facing new sanctions from the European Union. Charlie Daggett is near the Polish-Belarus border with more on the story.
By the thousands, they mass, stranded and freezing in an increasingly tense standoff at the border between Belarus and Poland. Poland refuses to let anyone in, blaming Belarus of weaponizing migrants to destabilize the European Union. A few make a break into the woods under the cover of night, risking arrest or worse. These two brothers from Syria were rushed to the hospital, suffering from suspected hypothermia. This is the desperate situation the migrants have been forced into. They were lucky enough to cross the border into Poland, but it is bitterly cold. We saw an ambulance take them away. If they had not been found, they may not have survived. Aid worker Agata Kologi said they were barely conscious.
This is something that we are seeing every day, and it's going to get worse because it's getting colder at night.
The U.S. and Europe accused Belarus President Alexander Lukashenko of manufacturing a migrant crisis by granting tourist visas, even organizing flights to migrants from the Middle East on the promise of an easy entry into the EU. Retaliation for EU sanctions imposed after last year's disputed election in Belarus. Akram from northern Iraq told us they were beaten by Belarusian soldiers. It was very hard. No water, no food, he said. We were arrested by Polish police and brought to this isolation camp. The dispute has escalated with accusations of Russian interference. Poland deploying 15,000 troops to the border, while Russia sends bombers to patrol Belarusian airspace as its paratroopers conduct joint exercises along the border. Meanwhile, the migrants remain trapped, unwilling pawns on the front line of a geopolitical battle, with tensions rising and temperatures dropping by the day. Now, this checkpoint is as close as we can get to the border. The Polish government have set up a 2.5-mile exclusion zone. Meanwhile, at the border, there are reports that migrants tried to charge the fence. One migrant told us Polish police fired on them using rubber bullets and tear gas. Nate?
Charlie Daggett, as usual, informative and powerful reporting. Thank you so much.